What we call that? Denial. Can you say denial?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Jess Magz. I'm Hannah, and today, we've got a super exciting recap lined up for you. We're diving into the colorful, emotional rollercoaster that is Inside Out 2. If you thought Riley's first adventure inside her mind was intense, just wait until you see how things get shaken up in this one. In Inside Out 2 takes you back into Riley's mind as she faces the ups and downs of high school, introducing new emotions like anxiety, ennui, embarrassment and envy. As these emotions clash, Riley's journey becomes a whirlwind of self-discovery, friendship, and the challenges of growing up. Will Riley learn to balance her emotions, or will the chaos inside her head take over? But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you're always in the loop with our latest videos. So, grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's dive in.
Play some hockey!
The story begins with Riley's emotions happily tending to her during a crucial hockey game. The emotions are in perfect sync, preparing her for the challenges of high school. Together, they've overseen the creation of a new area in headquarters called the Sense of Self, where memories that define Riley's character are stored. I loved how they showed the evolution of Riley's emotions. The idea of the sense of self is so relatable. Who didn't have those moments in high school, where you're figuring out who you really are? This results in the creation of strands that voice Riley's inner self, like, I'm a good person.
Turns out her sense of self. I'm a good person. It's what
Joy, ever the optimist, has also built a pipe that shoots out unwanted memories to the back of the mind, keeping Riley's spirits high.
Exactly. Mom gets it.
Joy is still that friend who's always trying to keep things positive, sometimes a little too much. It's funny and kind of sweet to see how she's trying to manage things.
Thanks, I try.
But one night, their peaceful routine is shattered by the blaring of a puberty alarm. Headquarters is suddenly swarmed by workers, who begin making mysterious changes to the control board, leaving the emotions puzzled and anxious. Puberty. The chaos begins. I think we can all remember when life just flipped upside down. This part was so on point with how confusing and overwhelming those years can be. The emotions quickly discover that their influence over Riley has become unstable. Riley is overreacting to the smallest things, and they struggle to keep up as she prepares for hockey camp with her friends, Grace and Bree. This is so real. When you're a teenager, everything feels like it's either the best or worst thing ever. The way the emotions are scrambling around really captures that.
Oh my gosh! We're gonna have so much fun. Nobody touch the console unless you really need to. Zoom in.
Riley's excitement turns to worry when she learns that her best friends, Grace and Bree, are attending a different high school. This triggers a wave of uncertainty in headquarters, just as they're introduced to a new emotion, anxiety. Anxiety, making its grand entrance. Honestly, it was about time. High school is a breeding ground for anxiety, and seeing it as a character just fits so well with what Riley's going through.
I can take notes, get coffee, manage your calendar, walk your dog, carry your things, watch you sleep.
Anxiety, always thinking about the worst-case scenario, immediately takes charge, making Riley's thoughts chaotic. But that's not all. New emotions like envy, embarrassment, ennui, and nostalgia join the fray, each with their own unique influence on Riley. It's like a whole new team of emotions is moving in. I liked how they each had their moment to shine, showing how Riley's growing up and dealing with more complex feelings.
All over. Hey, everybody focus. Val's leading us into their holy inner sanctum.
At hockey camp, Riley runs into her idol, Val Ortiz, a star player for the Firehawks. But instead of feeling confident, anxiety makes Riley's first impression awkward and tense. Anxiety even convinces Riley to ignore her sense of self, which Joy and the others desperately try to protect.
We just left our best friends behind.
Meeting your idol and then totally freezing up? Yep, been there. The way anxiety gets in the way felt so true to life, especially when you're trying to impress someone you look up to.
These girls are so cool.
In front of them.
It's fine. Lock her.
When Joy tries to lighten the mood, Riley ends up goofing off with her friends, only to be caught by the coach, leading to embarrassment. Anxiety seizes control, pushing Riley to overwork herself to impress Val, and even goes as far as sending her sense of self to the back of the mind. It's so easy to lose yourself when you're trying too hard to fit in or impress someone. Riley's struggle here is such a good reminder of how important it is to stay true to who you are. In a drastic move, anxiety bottles up joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear, sending them deep into the vault, where Riley's hidden beliefs and emotions reside. Here, they encounter forgotten characters like Luffy and Pouchy, as well as Lance/Blade, and the mysterious deep dark secret. Who knew we'd be revisiting these quirky characters? The vault scenes were a bit of a wild ride, but it's cool how they bring back elements from Riley's childhood that still affect her now. With the help of these quirky characters, the emotions plan a daring escape. Lance's video game skills and Pouchy's dynamite allow them to break free and begin their journey to find Riley's sense of self at the back of her mind. I loved how they used Lance and Pouchy to help out. It's like a fun little callback to the things Riley used to love. Plus, it shows how our past interests can still play a role in who we are today.
Can't go back. The future. First, all we have to do is...
Meanwhile, back in headquarters, anxiety's influence grows stronger. Riley starts alienating her friends, trying too hard to fit in with Val's group, and constantly second-guessing herself. Joy, anger, disgust, and fear's journey is fraught with obstacles, including the daunting sarcasm and the stormy aisles of long-term memory. It's tough to watch Riley drift away from her real friends, but it's something a lot of us go through. The obstacles in the emotions journey are a perfect metaphor for the emotional hurdles Riley's facing.
Riley doesn't need us as much as she needs them.
Their trek leads them to Imagination Land, where everything is being rearranged. Except for Mount Crushmore, a reminder of Riley's crushes. The emotions manage to inspire some positive thoughts in Riley, but anxiety quickly dismisses them as unrealistic, causing more chaos. Imagination Land was a nostalgic trip, but anxiety squashing the good vibes? That's so typical of how we sabotage our own happiness sometimes.
Boy, I know you're in there.
To be happy than you.
Anxiety's brainstorm triggers a literal storm, creating chaos as Riley prepares for a hockey game. Despite the challenges, the emotions press on, determined to restore Riley's true sense of self. The storm scene was intense. It really captures how overwhelming it feels when your emotions are all over the place, especially when you're under pressure. At last, the emotions reach the back of Riley's mind, finding the sense of self buried under a mountain of forgotten memories. Joy realizes that anxiety's grip on Riley is causing her to lose touch with who she really is. It's heartbreaking to see how far Riley's drifted from herself, but also such a powerful moment when Joy finally understands the root of the problem. In a poignant moment, Joy reaches out to Anxiety, urging her to let go of Riley so she can be her true self. Anxiety, remorseful, steps back, allowing the emotions to remove the corrupted sense of self. This part got me. Sometimes, we just need to face our anxiety head-on and let go of the things that are holding us back. It's easier said than done, but so worth it. With the original sense of self restored, Riley regains her balance. She reconnects with her friends, apologizing for her behavior, and realizes that she doesn't have to prove herself to anyone. She just needs to be herself. Yes, girl. It's such a great message. Being yourself is always the best way to go. Riley's journey reminds us that it's okay to struggle, but we've got to stay true to who we are. As the story concludes, Riley continues her journey with a newfound sense of confidence and self-awareness. Her emotions, now including anxiety and the others, have found their place in headquarters, helping Riley navigate the challenges of growing up. The ending felt really satisfying. It's a reminder that all our emotions, even the tough ones, have a place in our lives. Growing up is messy, but it's also a beautiful journey.
Every messy, beautiful piece.
And there you have it. Inside Out 2 takes us on another emotional journey through Riley's mind, where we see how growing up isn't just about learning to handle new feelings, but also about finding out who you really are. This movie beautifully shows that even the most complex emotions have a place in shaping who we become. What did you think of Riley's adventure this time around? Were there any moments that really resonated with you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if there's a movie you'd like us to cover next, drop that suggestion too. I'd love to hear from you. Please check out our other movie recommendations in the description below. And kindly remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our other exciting videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.